Okay, let's get 2 more examples in, and I'll do 2 more examples in the same video. So example 2 here, let's find the cosine of 135 degrees. So anytime you're trying to find the cosine, sine, any of those trig functions of an angle, think about what that's going to look like on the coordinate plane. This is 0, 90, 180, 270. We're going counterclockwise. We want to form a 135-degree angle with our positive x-axis. That's going to be somewhere in this quadrant, in our second quadrant. Well, looking at our x-axis, how far is 135 from 180? We have a 45-degree angle here. So think about your angle that you're making with the x-axis. A 45-degree angle. And we want to think of the angle with our x-axis because that's how we draw in our right triangle. And if I have a 45-degree angle here, I have 45, 45, 90. This side's 1, 1, square root of 2. All right, cosine, think SOHCAHTOA. Cosine is adjacent over the hypotenuse. So looking here, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Well, there's one more thing we need to keep in mind. I'm in the second quadrant. If I have a point over here, I have a negative x value and a negative y value. My horizontal length is negative, my vertical length is negative. Now let's think about our cosine. Adjacent is -1. Hypotenuse is the square root of 2. -1 over the square root of 2. But, of course, remember, we don't like having square roots in the denominator. We don't like having radicals in the denominator. To rationalize, we multiply by the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. Giving us negative square root of 2 over 2. And then one more example here. Should have room right here, yeah. Example 3. Let's do the tangent of negative 150 degrees. Ooh, a negative angle. What does that mean? Well, negative angles mean we go the opposite direction. So normally we go counterclockwise from the x-axis, counterclockwise from the positive x. If we have a negative angle, that means we go clockwise. Okay, so again, this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270. We still start out on our positive x-axis, but instead of going counterclockwise like normal, we're going to go 150 degrees this way. This far gets us to 90 degrees. 150 is going to be around here somewhere. Make your perpendicular up to the x-axis. If I have a 150-degree angle here, well, how far is 150 from 180? 30 degrees. We have a 30-degree angle. The 30, 60, 90 right triangle. Throw in your side lengths. Our short leg is 1. Our hypotenuse is 2. Long leg is the square root of 3. Right here in quadrant 3, we have a negative x value and a negative y value. So our horizontal distance should be negative. Our vertical distance is negative. The tangent is opposite over adjacent in SOHCAHTOA. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So from here, opposite is -1 over adjacent is negative square root of 3. Again, we have that issue where we have a radical under our denominator. Let's multiply by the square root of 3 over the square root of 3. And a couple things happen here. We have a negative over a negative, that makes it positive. We have square root of 3 on top, 3 on the bottom. Okay, and again, we'll get a lot more practice with this in class.